Давай.
Yo guys, it is your boy Niran here, and you are watching FTW. This of course is the series where I bring to you the best and more frequently the worst of what football has to offer during the last 7 days. But what's been kicking off in the world this... Oh, for f***'s sake. Every social media platform under the sun went dark this week after a Facebook-related outage. They're going down so much they're doing Norwich proud here. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Christian Mingle. Oh, how did I... Oh, that wasn't on the... Oh. Interns at the company were rushing from their desks to test whether switching it off and on again would be the answer. I want to know how this even occurred. Wait, hang on a sec. So this is happening on too much of a regular basis. These Facebook servers are built on a Nintendo 64. Where are the EDL members gonna congregate now? But on to the football now, where Liverpool and City played out a mini classic, eventually ending with the points shared at 2-2. I mean, we played like a Facebook server in the first half. Jurgen Klopp's halftime team talk was later revealed. And this game, honestly, almost put me in hospital. It was stress from start to finish, mostly because of James Milner's defending at right back. I love James, but Phil Foden sent him back to his birthday.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Why did this man look like 001 today? And it's Milner bursting down the line.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
I love him, but in between inhaler puffs, I'm pretty sure this man was attempting to get himself sent off. All right, you're on a yellow and Foden's dangerous. Just be calm. Yeah, no problem. I'm being serious. No risky challenges. Don't worry about it. All right, good. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit concerned. Pep was vexed on the touchline when Milner should have received his second yellow. So much so he seemed willing to scrap fourth official Mike Dean. He was fully on one, bro. Why does he look like a still from Mortal Kombat? Mo Salah scored an unreal solo goal for our second and sent Bernardo Silva to job centre. He'll be joined by numerous of the Liverpool players when he sent them to the job centre. Is he the best player in the league? For me at this point, there's an argument to say so. But he shared the man of the match with City starlet Foden. Shared? What are they gonna do? Get a pizza cutter out for it? You might as well share it 3 ways because of Rodri's block being a lifesaver at the end. This is more defensive capabilities than I've seen from Gerard Piqué in the last 4 years. Now Manchester United next, and stop. Can you just look? United, please. I'm trying to vary the running order of this series. Can you stop being so dramatic every week? I want to change things and talk about Wolves. That's a lie. No one wants to talk about Wolves. An Anthony Martial goal was only enough for a draw against the Toffees, with andros Townsend scoring an equaliser and celebrating like this. It's a shithousery award for the Everton winger. Ronaldo was fuming as he left the field. Bit of an awkward one, but can I get your shirt before we go back? He doesn't even know who Andros Townsend is. He's had his celebration stolen by a man who lived in East London, but his hairline was in West 3 years ago. Big Ron was rested for this game and came on applying shin pads with his own face on. His bedroom must be absolutely outrageous. United fans were not happy with the result.
What did you think of the game? I'll be honest, I expected better from children. That'll teach me I no longer trust any children.
And I can't imagine United fans were too happy with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's body language at full time. Why are you smiling? He's an unserious man.
Get the contract out. Put it on the table.
Ronaldo has the power to send you to the under-23s, Ollie. So don't. Centre-back Yerry Mina thought he'd scored the winner for Everton and celebrated like this. Only for it to be ruled out by VAR. And elsewhere, it was a rough day at the office for Fred again. I swear, if you ask this man to do any defensive duties...
Sometimes maybe shit. Sometimes maybe shit.
He's not a footballer. This man is an estate agent. And I found you a property in Doucouré's back pocket. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is disappointed when he checks his phone and there's no tactical guidance from Ronaldo. Meanwhile, Rafa Benitez is doing a madness. Damari Gray is his best comeback since Istanbul and Andros Townsend's hairline. But Andros, please, seriously, help a guy out. Where did you get that? Chelsea got the better of 10-man Southampton with an eventual 3-1 win, but had a controversial VAR decision go against them for a Timo Werner finish. And when I tell you this one was soft, why have you ruled it out? Yeah, you see, it's a difficult one. Retrospectively, mate, Giuliano Belletti put in a questionable foul back in 2009, so I've had to. If it wasn't for VAR, Timo Werner would have a Ballon d'Or, Nobel Peace Prize, and a Brit Award. And there was another goal for centre-back Trevor Chalobah, who's now got a better goal-scoring record than 100% of Tottenham's attacking options. Meanwhile, former Chelsea centre-back John Terry conducted a giveaway on Instagram this week, and here were two of the winners. They were beautiful women.
Whoa. Nah, I never knew that.
Positives, though. Clearly, Wayne Bridges pulled some stunners. At Arsenal and the Gunners played out a goalless draw against early Premier League overperformers Brighton, and it promised to be spicy with this tweet from the Seagulls. Now, Neil Maupay's not exactly popular with Arsenal fans after this celebration last time.
Maupay, you're a cheat. Come to our dressing room and tell...
I'm shocked Matteo Guendouzi didn't travel back out of nowhere for the scrap. Breaking news here. French midfielder Matteo Guendouzi cancels his own loan spell at Marseille. But in reality, it was a dead game. We lost commentary audio halfway through. I'm pretty sure they just switched themselves off. The most interesting development of Arsenal's week is that Ben White likes korma. The guy's delighted whenever he sees any other unseasoned food in the canteen. Now, I didn't talk about the North London derby last week.
That's because I made a separate video on it, lads. Don't worry.
But despite this disappointing performance and goalless draw, at least it's 3 clean sheets in 4 and 3 wins in 4 as well. Arsenal are maybe on the up. Over at Aston Villa, and Tyrone Mings missed the team bus to get home after their defeat to Spurs. Probably made for an awkward journey home for him. So I could offer you a San Pellegrino if you want that on the carrot. One Aston Villa fan got a pic with Adama Traore showing off the club crest. Brave trying to antagonise a man that's built like a bus station. Not that any of his punches would be on target, in fairness. Norwich avoided defeat for the first time this season, grabbing a point to solidify their place at the bottom of the table. But Norwich fans were still delighted. And there's the news that Watford sacked their manager at Cisco, with the club lying 15th in the league. These are the scenes in the Watford boardroom every time a manager plays out 6 Premier League fixtures.
Get out! Get out!
There's queues at Shell garages that last longer than their managers. I'm going to assume it made for a slightly awkward segment in Ben Foster's latest vlog. Well, that's it. I better move my stuff out of the office. Boom! That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Cisco, that you lost your job. Like and subscribe. I was half expecting an Italian Scrabble answer or a 4th Division Brazilian manager to get the job, but instead they chose former Premier League winner Claudio Ranieri. Now, aside from the usual Watford manager agenda, I do potentially understand why they've done this. It seems a little bit harsh, the timing. I'd have given him a bit more time. But with the run they've got coming up and the fact that they've not played really any big games so far, a more experienced manager who's tactically better than Cisco was is probably what they need. City posted this ad on Instagram suggesting there is a ticket giveaway involving chocolate bars. You couldn't write this. They really are trying every method to fill that stadium. There's gonna be scenes in the North Stand when it's full of 6-year-old ultras.
That was crazy. I've never actually experienced that sort of atmosphere at a game before. It's absolutely electric.
And there's the report that there are several players within the Premier League at this moment in time that have been sharing Bill Gates' COVID vaccine conspiracies in a group chat. Hear me out, yeah? One of these is 100% Jamie Vardy. If we're gonna investigate a conspiracy, it should be how you're still alive, surviving on 9 WKD bottles a day.
Happy birthday, Matty. Keep banging the goals in, pal. 'Cause it's decent! Every day I'm shuffling.
I miss the Joe Hart advert days. You can just call him Shoulders now, cause his head's gone. At Borussia Dortmund, and Erling Haaland isn't appreciating Jude Bellingham's distractions.
The boys were not happy.
Come on, the Bellingham, for f***'s sake. Get in here. We need to prep for training, for f***'s sake.
I'm always prepped, bro. I'm always
Come on,
prepped.
son.
I'm always prepped. Yeah, so just a bit of ignorance there by him.
I'm glad it's all a joke, otherwise Erling would have physically exterminated him. And his younger brother and Birmingham midfielder Job is beefing him as well. Doesn't seem like the elder Bellingham is accepting it, however. In France, and Paris Saint-Germain dropped their first points of the league season with a 2-0 defeat to Rennes, whose fans still went to see Lionel Messi after the game. You're going to see Leo after a disaster class, and your team that actually won is stood alone in the car park. Howler, because these are Mbappe and Neymar's highlights from the game as well. To be fair, I'm joking. I actually love Rennes. They're my favourite French team. But PSG, sort it out. Pochettino, I've got my eyes on you. In Spain, and no, Pochettino, you thought I was done. If you don't fix up, I will take your mum out for a respectable meal. And the managerial world is proving difficult for full-time Uber extortion, tax evasion, flim-flam fraudiologist Ronald Koeman too. He had a few moments to take a business call in the crowd. He's looked down to the pitch, seen Sergi Roberto playing, and lost the will to live. Now, they lost 2-0 to Luis Suarez's Atletico Madrid last weekend. Do you know how bad it is there? All Barças are losing. Even the ones in Brazil are getting slapped about. Portuguese side Portimonense beat Benfica 1-0 and tweeted a video of the goal showing Barcelona how it was done after their 3-0 loss to Benfica in Europe. It's a housery award for my new Portuguese friends. Back in France, an Saint-Etienne fan has been arrested for trying to smuggle flares in through his boxes for a game against Lyon. Excuse me, sir, is there anything in there? Nothing. Meanwhile, in Russia, and after one fan claimed Spartak Moscow's Twitter admin would be out of a job if that website went down as well, Spartak themselves reminded the fan that they would be unemployed, even regardless of Twitter existing. Hello all, and welcome to The Beautiful Game, the segment where we take a look at the poetic and brilliant side of the game that we love. We are back, by popular demand, for yet more glorious beauty. And that concludes The Beautiful Game. Closer to home, and an Ultimate Team player complaining about Bruno Fernandes going missing in big games got a response from EA Help, who were equally concerned about him going missing in big games. Bruno, FIFA doesn't even rate you. I would not have that personally. Championship side Bournemouth have got a new chant. It's catastrophic.
We're from Bournemouth, sunny Bournemouth. If you can't hear us, sing a little louder.
Are they on a school trip or at a football match? In Chile, and we've got less than ideal medical assistance here.
Sí. Justamente, es que va a ser Kevin Medel que va a abandonar la cancha. En la jugada anterior había manifestado una dolencia, había pedido el cambio.
This is what happens when you've got a medical degree from the Open University. And after recently signing from Everton, Colombian midfielder James Rodriguez attended his first game over in Qatar. The club he signed for was Al Rayyan, and he didn't look too impressed by what he was seeing. This is impossible. This is a nightmare. Everyone's only as good as Fred. Mario Balotelli was videoed at a friend's wedding this week, and he looked to be having an absolutely great time. He probably blew up a cake, punched the vicar, and stole the bride moments later. Over in Uruguay, and an unfortunate disconnect between teammates had disastrous implications.
Lo que va a ser este gol. Parecía una pelota tranquila, justamente para Central. Para la salida quedan entreverados un par de hombres. Iba a ser el remate largo, pero ojo, rebota en la cabeza. Y ahí aprovecha la situación Sebastián Noy, que se la lleva con la cabeza, que engancha, que se hace el espacio y que anota de esa manera.
It's fair to say the game involving this artificial pitch is probably going to get called off for being waterlogged. And there is the wild story coming out of South Africa, where money was invested into a new stadium in the country, arriving at roughly £700,000, only for the stadium to come out looking like this. This is a sports day field with plastic chairs next to it. That £700,000 is in an offshore shell company. They didn't even use a red ribbon for the ribbon cutting. That's keep out tape. And trust me, nobody's going in, given these are the facilities.
Send the dirty guys up!
But now for the moment you've all been waiting for, because over in Romania, it's fair to say that despite having a lot of heart and a lot of effort, the Romanian league isn't particularly known for its incredible footballing capabilities. But the refs being more skillful than the players really takes the biscuit here. There's normal law-abiding citizens that are better than actual Romanian Premier League players. This angle for a new transfer announcement over in Iceland could have been a little bit better. Keeping on the Scandinavian theme, and in a last-minute goal in a derby between AIK and Djurgårdens, the AIK attacker took his shirt off before his teammates realised he'd already had a yellow card. They tried to make a wall around him to make sure the ref didn't see that he'd taken his shirt off, but unfortunately it was all in vain and he was red carded in the dying moments. Meanwhile, over in Brazil, and it seems like the linesman budget is at an all-time low. Now that it's time for Still 0-0, and you guys know the score by now, this is a segment of the show where I bring to you the best of Sunday League and amateur football. And once again, we've got two stories for you this week. First of all, there was this man who was in the park walking his dog and accidentally stumbled across a Sunday League team scoring a dramatic 90th minute winner. And elsewhere, remaining on the British Isles, we've got the best hat-trick in Sunday League football history. On to the weird stuff though now. 17-year-old Lyon midfielder Yanis Laga has a difficult decision this week, having been called up for the under-18 national teams of both Algeria and France. In Scotland, and Alloa midfielder Mohamed Niang got himself sent off in a game against Cove Rangers after just 25 seconds. Former Chelsea forward Diego Costa is at the heart of a match-fixing scandal over in Brazil, where over £1.7 million worth of cash was found during an investigation into a betting company and a selection of Brazilian players, including himself. All of that, and he's still one of the least fraudulent Chelsea strikers of the past 10 years. And staying in Brazil, there is an absolutely shocking story to end on here, where a second division referee was punched and then kicked on the ground by a player and knocked unconscious during a game. Now, I can't show the footage because YouTube will snipe me, but the player is now being charged for attempted murder. I mean, the referee's actually okay, but wild scenes. Again, protect referees. They make mistakes, but don't attack them for it, for crying out loud, on a Sunday League level or on an international stage. But on that note, that is it for football this week, and I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then feel free to slap a like on the video, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. It is at @officialfng on Twitter and on Insta. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.